What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I am Katana and I am so happy that you guys are here. My channel focuses on spirituality, law of attraction, my life in general, relationships, and everything else in between. So if you are interested, please continue to watch. Today we have a special guest, the love of my life, my boyfriend, Randy. And today we are talking about roles within a relationship. Do you know what your role is within your relationship, or do you even know the importance of significant others knowing their roles within their relationship? So that's what we're talking about. What's up, baby?
What's going on?
So I'm super excited. Randy actually came up with this topic. We have not discussed anything prior to this video, so we are just gonna literally just let the conversation play out and see, what we figure out, or if we do know our places. All right, so if you're interested, please continue to watch. All right, so babe, what is the importance of knowing your role within a relationship?
Well, I think that knowing your role in a relationship is important because you don't step on the other person's feet, because everybody wants to, it's a give and a take, so everybody wants to feel like they're playing a part. Everybody wants to feel important in the relationship. So I feel like knowing your role and not stepping on the other person's feet is very important.
In my opinion, I believe that in order to have a healthy and happy and just a flowing, flourishing relationship, like each significant other needs to know what are they bringing to the table, what are the strengths, where are their weaknesses, and where can each of those individuals come together in order to form a beautiful bond and a beautiful union. So like I said, we have not had this discussion specifically prior to being what you're about to witness here on camera today. So we are just going to jump right into it. And babe, I'm going to ask you, what do you think your role is within our relationship?
So I believe my role in our relationship is to really be the supportive figure for you. You know what I mean? Like physically, your protector, your provider, your spiritual rock, mental, emotional support. Like, you know what I mean? Whatever you need spiritually, I'm here. Whatever you need emotionally, I'm here. Like, that's what I feel like my main role is. But apart from that, like, just to be supportive of anything you're doing. You know what I mean? Like, you have your YouTube page and your channel going good and all that stuff. So just to see you do something that you love and passionate about, just for me to be behind you, be supportive, and you know what I mean, things like that. I feel like that's my main roles. There's other roles, like little simple roles that we share. Like, again, I'm the chef in this relationship, so I do all the cooking.
He does.
And you know what I mean, she do the things that I don't like doing, like laundry and stuff like that. She loves doing stuff like that around the house, but I'm the chef, and we kind of understand that. So there's other things that we feel like we need to discuss and find out about each other, that we feel like, just to identify our roles specifically.
Yeah, and I can agree as far as being the spiritual head of our house, of my life, of your life, and I just really appreciate you for that, because I already was a spiritual woman, but since being together, I have just learned so much and just feel so much more connected and aware, and actually feel like I have somebody that understands all of the things that I was learning about and experiencing myself. And so that is not anything that we discussed, but again, I identified that quality in him, that trust in him. I was able to see God in him, you know what I'm saying? So therefore, it was easier for me to be able to allow him to kind of lead in that way. And then, babe, I guess you want to ask me what I think my role is.
Exactly. that was the next question, of course.
Good question. Like you said, I just feel like support, and I feel like that goes both ways. I think within a relationship is very essential for each individual to feel very supported, no matter if that's emotionally, physically, mentally, like whatever it is. Like when you commit to be with somebody, you're committing to all of their stuff too. You know what I'm saying? So it's being able to stand in that place of support even when they don't feel like doing something, or they're not feeling inspired, or because me, I have had plenty of moments where my vibration was low, my energy was low, and I needed you.
Right.
I needed you to be able to pull me out of those dark places and those holes where I just felt like I wasn't good enough, or just was kind of lacking the clarity that I needed to move forward in what I felt like I was being called to do, and what I would love to do, and what I wanted to do. So first and foremost, I would definitely say being a support to you. I would definitely also say in a spiritual way of being able to pray and get a prayer through to God, and to also just know what all the desires of your heart is, and know what your dreams are, and being able to help you manifest the life of your dreams just by some of the tasks and just I don't even know what to call it, just ways that I've learned to live my life and to bring and to call in things that I want to experience. And then also, like you said, he's the chef. And I'm not gonna lie, a little bit of unfamiliarity, of course, because typically in relationships it's the woman that's cooking. And so it was a little bit, it didn't really bother me too much, but still at the same time, just the thought of that you are the one who cooks every day, and you cook very well. You can definitely cook better than me. I can cook, but he's Jamaican, so it's a lot of dishes that he wants to have and he enjoys cooking that I don't know how to do yet. So it was just, again, it's accepting each other's strengths, accepting each other's weaknesses, and I handle, all the cleaning up, the laundry, and all of that stuff, which is fine. And I think we just make it work.
All right. I feel like the reason why the dynamic works is because, like she said earlier, like sometimes, whether it's her or whether it's me, like we notice when something is off. We notice when she has a dip in her emotions or a dip in her spiritual strength or something like that, and she will pay attention to me enough to know that when I'm going through a dip or I'm going through a low point, and just to have that ability to uplift each other is very important. So I feel like more so than even the simple roles of like who's the breadwinner or who cooks or who cleans or who do these things, I feel like the most important part is to acknowledge the roles we play into keeping each other livelihoods up. You know what I'm saying? So that's the most important thing to me. Like I feel like a lot of relationships lack that, just that personal support. Forget about all that other stuff for a second. Financial support is all cool. You have relationships that have dynamics where the male is the breadwinner, and the female has to do is to look beautiful. But I feel like we as men, sometimes we get so caught up in the world and trying to be a breadwinner, trying to be the rock, trying to be this macho man all the time, that sometimes we lose our spirituality, we lose our sense of intimacy and stuff like that. So I feel like with our dynamic is the fact that she will call me out on things and I'll call her out on things when I feel like she is dipping or she's not really like holding up her end of the bargain.
And that's needed. And like I said, what he just said, as far as he'll get on me if I am not being my best self, like he really will. And it's like, it's no mercy shown, it's kind of like a get your together type thing, and that's really needed. You know what I'm saying? Like all the glitz and the glam and the materialistic things, all of that is awesome, but it's like, it's making sure that your significant other emotionally is right and is aligned and is heading places, and that you guys individually and collectively are heading places together. Right. And it's like we can get so distracted on the outside world and comparing our lives and our relationships to other people that we simply miss that the person that we're seeing and loving every day is not at their best selves.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So just being able to see your spirit, and you see my spirit, I think that's what also has led us to be able to have a healthy and happy relationship.
Right. Another topic I wanted to touch on is the fact that like a lot of people so we live in a world that like social media is like everything for most of us. So people put on this facade, or they trying to pretend to dress it up. For us, like we keep it 100% real. Like like what y'all see right here is what is just what it is. We don't try to like sugarcoat it or pretty it up. And she know how I am too, like I'm straightforward. So like she said, if I call her out on her shit, and like I love when she called me out on my shit, but not only call each other out on our shit, but like also encourage and also give compliments when like that person is doing well, so you boost that person's spirit to keep doing the good things that they're doing. So when I feel like she's in her zone and she's doing all this lovely things and she's like really on the ball about everything and she's handling business, like I compliment her on that, you know what I'm saying? And she does the same for me. Like when I'm on my shit, like when I'm doing what I gotta do, she's like right behind me, like being my cheerleader, you know what I'm saying? So that I feel like is another role where it's important to be each other's cheerleader. Like if nobody else is cheering for them, make sure you cheering. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that is important. That's what keeps me going sometimes, because you know what I mean. In business, I'm an entrepreneur. I've been working for myself since 2016 or somewhere around there. I can't really remember, but it's been a while now. But you know, times get hard and business get rough. But if you have somebody that's behind you, supportive through the ups and the downs, and you know what I mean, just being your cheerleader, rubbing your back when you feel stressed out, you know what I'm saying, when you feel emotional about stuff, when things is not going your way, just to have that is important. And you know what I mean, I reciprocate that to her, you know what I mean. So you know what I mean, I encourage her when she was like wanting to start her channel and like questioning herself about moving forward on these things. Like I was the
he's
one,
the
like,
reason we're here, right? He's the reason that my YouTube channel is active, guys. I promise I came up with every excuse that I could. Every excuse, literally, because I wanted perfection, and I just had a fear of judgment. I had a fear of putting my beliefs and my ways out there for the public to have their own opinion about it. So again, thank you, babe. There you go, playing your role, playing my cheerleader, playing my coach, telling me to get in the game when I was scared to. So again, the importance of just having that dynamic within your relationship is so essential. And I also wanted to talk about what, like within our relationship, was there a time where we struggled, or maybe it was me who struggled as far as maybe you want to call it submitting to your leadership or anything like that?
For sure. In the beginning, we had those because, again, our relationship went pretty fast. I'm not even gonna lie, it went pretty fast, but it was just something, once you meet somebody, you kind of just know, because they have that little spirit about them. They have the personality that you've been looking for. So, like, once you meet that person, you kind of know, okay, cool, I see something in this person that I could, you know what I mean, build something with. So I saw that in her early, but she was battling things with herself, I feel like, not, you know, just spiritually, just trying to find her balance. And I feel like with that happening, she wasn't able to see me directly for what I saw in her. So she was like fighting against a lot of the things I was telling her, a lot of the teachings I was trying to show her, because I could see what her potential was and her abilities, you know, to connect to people, to touch people, to have a message to people, because she's a honest and genuine person. So when I saw that in her, it's hard to find people like that that's honest and genuine and really want the best for others. Like, you know what I mean, will do things for others for free. You know what I mean, just to do something, just to give back. And she's always giving back even when she don't have much. So when I saw that, I was like, you know what I mean, that's something that's important, that she should, you know what I mean, start from scratch. Like, even if you don't, if you can't wait for perfection to start your business, like I told her, just start where you at. Start with what you have, and that's exactly what she did. So that was something early where I was battling with her with, like, she didn't know how to just let me lead. She didn't know how to, because I guess she was never really in that position where she had somebody who was willing to take the lead, who was a little bit ahead spiritually, you know what I mean, been studying a lot of different religion, been, you know, reading books for years, and at a certain point spiritually that, you know what I mean, she coming in always probably have been the alpha in any situation. She ran into somebody that was an alpha and had to be like, okay, cool, this person's an alpha male, so how do I deal with this dynamic? But eventually, You know what I mean? She learned to just adjust, and you know what I mean? She realized it wasn't a control situation. It wasn't me trying to control the relationship. It was, I wanted her to flourish into her position.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a king and a queen, so I just wanted her to flourish into her position. And she just didn't see that at first, but eventually it all just worked out in the right way and the right timing. So
yeah, and speaking to that point, as far as I had always held the position of being an alpha woman, and I'm a Capricorn and he's a Capricorn.
Sure.
And
that's a conversation for another time.
Video. But
that's a conversation for another time.
Absolutely. But it was just, as a Capricorn woman, I have a very strong personality. I am a very ambitious and direct person. I kind of know what I want out of life, and I know what I want to contribute. So I'm kind of used to making my own decisions and doing things when I want and how I want. So again, ladies, when you come into a relationship with someone and you feel that they are led by the Spirit, when they are led by the Spirit, you will naturally submit. Not saying that there still won't be challenges there as far as learning how to flow, because it was a challenge for me learning that I could fully trust. I trust him as a man, but it's like trusting his leadership, trusting his guidance, trusting that I could allow another individual to make decisions for me. You know what I'm saying? Not ultimately, but to speak over my life and for me to accept that. So again, that whole Capricorn thing and dating your same zodiac sign is going to be another topic. But absolutely, so there was struggles there as far as me being able to just trust and believe that whatever his guidance was, whatever he was speaking, was that I could run with that and it was going to be okay, because I'm used to making the decisions, you know, within a relationship or out of the relationship. I typically was the one steering the boat. So thank you, God, babe, that I don't have to anymore and I can kind of chill and relax, you know what I'm saying? But that definitely was a struggle.
Yeah, she's bullheaded, y'all. Like, for real, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, wouldn't say, I'm not saying stubborn, but just, you know what I mean, in the way where I could tell, like, she was, you know what I mean, her. Like, she was like, this is what I know, this is what I got going on. And then sometimes it's hard for us to relinquish our teachings or our learning to someone else, because, you know, it's hard for you to believe that someone might have greater insight in something. So when I'm telling her, like, yo, come on, like, now I've been where you at and I know where you're standing, so just kind of listen to me. I'll walk you through where you at. Like, I'll walk you through to a point where you could actually feel yourself, see yourself, and actually have some direction in life of where you want it to go. So, you know what I mean, just like when she met me, I had a plan. And like I told her my plan from early into the relationship, like, yo, this is my plan, this is what I got going on, and this is what I want to do. You know what I mean? So she understood my plan, my direction early into the relationship. So now it was a decision on her part to decide, okay, cool, he's walking in this direction. Can I walk with him in this direction? And that's all it was, to see if our journey aligns. And that's all it took. Once she realized that our journey could move together and be in sync, then she was more open to just letting me have some say. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's cool. It's a cool dynamic though, and I feel like being Capricorns, even though we're gonna touch on this, but being Capricorns, we kind of have an understanding of the bullheadedness about us. You know what I mean? So I understood her in that point. Like, I understood what was going on, and I just gave her time to grow into it. So I didn't rush her, I didn't force her. I just had patience with her. That's all it is. Like, fellas, patience.
Ladies, patience with yourselves and with other people, just in general. Like, we are humans, we are imperfect. And when it comes to being in a relationship, it's literally two individuals trying to love each other and trying to grow with each other. That's what the commitment is about, is that I'm with you while you're growing. We're never going to stay the same. Hopefully you're continuing to evolve and to become better than you ever were. And hopefully you can find someone like I have, to help you be your best and greatest self and to support you all the way through it. So I'm super excited, guys, that you are here, that you tuned in. We have so much more content that we would love to bring you. Can't wait. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up. Please comment below. Please hit the subscribe button and the bell notification so that you are notified when I drop some new vibes, baby. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. See you later. Bye.